This is Storm Center, where we track the major weather where you live and across the globe. I'm meteorologist Chris Warren. We start with some of the active weather alerts right now. Nearly 14.5 million under wind alerts, nearly 4.5 million under flood alerts at this moment, and 500,000 under some sort of winter alert as well. And over the last 48 hours, we've seen some storms slam the Northeast, tornadoes and large hail reported across New York, Connecticut, and in Pennsylvania. One driver catching a likely tornado moving across a New York highway.
Oh my God. 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 Oh God. Oh God. Oh God. Oh God. Oh God.
Some scary moments here, and while that was going on in New York, a few hundred miles away, this is what we saw. Conditions in Vermont, snow, and a lot of it. There's also a lot of wind as well here in Woodford, and at times near whiteout conditions. Now, as we approach the top of the hour here on Storm Center, that means it's time to update you on the weather happening right now. And for that, we go to meteorologist Jackie Jarris, who's on the radar. Jackie.
Hey, Chris. Yeah, we've got a lot going on at this hour in the west as well as into the northeast. So we want to get you started with where the active weather is happening as we speak. And we're going to start you out into the northeast, where we've got some cold air working in across the Great Lakes and bringing some scattered rain and snow showers across the region. And this is the kind of weather that can make it very difficult for travel, because you're driving along and everything's fine, and then boom, you get into one of these little squalls and it really drops your visibility. So a quick coating of snow will be possible, especially with higher elevations there. We're also tracking a little disturbance working its way across Indiana. Chicago, this is leaving you now, but Indianapolis, we've got 36 degrees and snow, so roads are going to be wet, not white. And then the Pacific Northwest, this has been a day for Washington State. We've had record river flooding, we've had heavy downpours, and we've even had some Coast Guard evacuations where people have been trapped because of the rising waters here. That's been happening especially close to the U.S.-Canadian border and across parts of the Olympic Peninsula as well. In addition to this, the winds have been gusting 50 to 70 miles per hour, and we've got tens of thousands of people here today without power. Tevin?
All right, Jackie, so that atmospheric river starting to unload there across portions of the Pacific Northwest, but it was the Northeast over the weekend where we saw some wild storms, folks. In fact, on Saturday, nearly a dozen tornadoes reported, including several on Long Island. That surprised some drivers.
We're in it! We're in the tornado! Oh my God, we're in it! Video this, video this, videos! Holy Holy videos! We're in it right now. Crossing right in Sunrise Highway. Just cross Sunrise Highway. Just cross Sunrise Highway. Lots of leaves in it. Look right in front of us. Look at all these leaves. Look at all these leaves we're in. Oh. Right here. Keep it straight. 2.5. Crossing the road. Right in front of us. Right in front of us. Tornado on the ground.
10 seconds.
Tornado. We're in the debris. Lots of debris. Oh my God.
Oh my God is right. That is certainly wild for the month of November. Wild for any time of year, especially for New England. Several storms or several tornadoes that spun up there. In fact, some of these here through Connecticut and Plainfield and EF0, Cheshire as well. Saw some strong winds right around 75 miles an hour. EF0 damage there. 85-mile-an-hour winds in and around Branford. 2 EF1s, by the way, in Westerly and Stonington. So those are in southeastern Connecticut there, with winds at 90 miles an hour here. And we don't typically think of tornadoes to come through, again, this part of the country at this time of year in the Northeast and across New England. This is typically where we see tornadoes in the month of November. The greatest chance, of course, right through portions of the Mississippi Delta here and into the Arkansas area and portions of eastern Louisiana for this time of year, but that was certainly not the case over the weekend. We look at the tornado count for the month of November, 23 total reports, 52 is the average for the month of November. Chris.
It's happening right now. Let's take a live look here at St. St. Louis, where no storm in sight at the moment. It is sunny and warm. However, that's about to change. A cold front will move across the country, and it's going to send those temperatures diving, tumbling from the highs in the 70s tomorrow to highs in the mid-40s by the end of the week. Lows dipping below freezing. So some big changes are on the way here. And this is that forecast. By Wednesday, the middle of the week here, still on the warm side in the upper 60s, but rain will be moving in by the afternoon with some showers lingering around, and temperatures by Thursday morning, 37. So you're only going to get up to about 48. Here's what's happening right now with a look at the pressure lines on here as well. The surface pressure indicating that you have this elongated area of low pressure kind of nosing into the region here. And ahead of that is where there are a few showers at the moment. Also, some gusty winds making it feel even colder tomorrow as this system will be cranking across Canada, but bringing around the backside of this, bringing some of these stronger winds out of the north or even northwest. That cold northerly wind will be howling across the northern plains here. And out ahead of the cold front, there's going to be the rain. The moisture, that south to southwesterly flow, helping to transport this moisture in here. And then behind that cold front, boy, there's going to be some noticeable changes as far as those temperatures go. So when we see the rain showers here on Wednesday, remember this is part of the story. The rain is going to proceed coming ahead of a big cool down. So enjoy the warmer weather if that's your thing here, because that's coming to an end. And we know, too, we're getting closer and closer to winter when we see that mix here. There's either going to be rain. This is Thursday night. And where it's cold enough, rain, snow, or even straight snow in parts of western PA and western New York. All right, here's the forecast then for Buffalo, going from the upper 50s to around freezing by Friday morning. Thursday with wet weather, 52, and then by Friday morning, so Thursday night into Friday morning, temperatures will be right around the freezing mark. Tevin?
Fall, that time of transition. We are up and we're down and we're back and forth. Here at Storm Center, you can count on us to show you where the most severe weather is happening. But today, we're also highlighting the most notorious winter storms. And we'll begin with what many may remember as the storm of the century. Back in March of 1993, that superstorm brought heavy snow from Maine all the way down to Alabama. But it also, folks, whipped up extreme flooding along Florida's west coast. Let's go back into the archives and check out the superstorm of 1993 from Hernando Beach, Florida. This way. What a sight. A frightening scene, in fact, that unfolded here 28 years ago. Look at the dangerous nature of this flooding. The high water, by the way, going through some of the doorways or nearly reaching the rooftops of many of these homes. The roads, by the way, have vanished. Driveways have turned into docks, roads into rivers, and boats now replace cars that used to line all of those streets. In fact, there's one car there. It looks like it is completely submerged, and then perhaps some first responders going through to make sure folks are A-OK back in this superstorm. Again, March 13th, 1993. Well, that superstorm also brought heavy snow and blizzard conditions all across the South. I'm in downtown Atlanta right now at Centennial Olympic Park. This is a nice day today. All is calm, all is quiet, it is sunny, and it is clear. But imagine it looking something like this when that superstorm blew through. Let's take you back into Atlanta in 1993 with a reporter in the middle of it all giving us a look at these conditions as they unfolded.
Driving's not good anywhere. Not on the interstates of snow and slush, not on in-town roads, where walking is a less frustrating alternative. Bob Whitman and friends know it all too well. They braved northbound I-75 and lost.
That hat's not helping much either. It got your attention, didn't it?
But not everyone's getting help, professional or not. It's every car for itself for those still rolling.
I've been here for 20 years, nothing like this. I really think we need a tow truck. I can back out.
It's okay.
Not until the big melt will cars like the Whitmans be retrieved. The Highway Patrol says take note, stay home. Tom Corbin, Channel 5 Eyewitness News.
take notes, stay home. Jackie, I don't know if you saw it just a second ago. The guy in that video actually almost slipped as he was talking to that reporter. These were conditions 28, 30 years ago, but of course in Atlanta, we've seen several different storms blow through, some not quite to that extent, but still, anytime you get snow and ice all across the South, it's that waiting game to see where does that 32-degree line set up exactly in the metro. Sometimes that can certainly turn those interstates basically just gridlock or at a standstill.
Yeah, people who live through that talk about that storm all the time, how impactful it was and just how crazy it was to have so many people abandoning their vehicles and dealing with so much snow, not just a little quick hitter. So the storm also set all-time records for snowfall in places like Birmingham, Alabama. Yes, you heard right. Birmingham had 17 inches of snowfall. 17 inches annually. They usually get about 1 to 2 at the most. We want to hear from a resident now who recorded video of what he saw in his neighborhood, which is the nearby Anniston, Alabama. It's about 60 miles east of Birmingham. We'll just let the video roll and he'll do the talking. Take a listen.
This is a Super Storm 93 that has hit Anniston, Alabama and the North Alabama area. This is March the 13th, 1993, and it has snowed all night long. We have no power. Power's been out since 1 o'clock in the morning. Look at the pine trees. I'm telling you the truth. This is a major winter storm. It is still coming down like crazy. I guess we've got nearly a foot or more of snow. My truck doesn't even look like a truck. I hear limbs crackling. Pine tree right here at the house has done lost its limbs. My boat, I don't know what to do with it. I think we got 2 foot, 3 foot right here. I don't know. Let's see. It's pretty dead-gum deep. Lord have mercy. I haven't even got a driveway. I've got a sled way. I've got to get that snow off them cars. I don't know what I'm gonna do about the roof. It is cold. I see the trees back here. Gosh almighty.
I love how he says, I'm telling you the truth.
It's hard to believe.
Snowstorm. It's hard to believe when you think about, 17 inches in Birmingham is a huge deal.
Yeah.
Just a couple of flakes in Birmingham is a big deal. And Birmingham wasn't alone. You had all that snow at Atlanta. Chattanooga had 20 inches of snow. Even Asheville, North Carolina had more than 18 inches of snow. So this buried a good chunk of the South.
Jackie, even the birds were confused. I saw them and I heard them chirping off in the background there. They were like, wait. This is March in Alabama? I thought it was going to be warmer here.
Yeah, it could easily be in the 70s, right?
Yeah.
In Alabama, in the, in early March. It's going to be 70s in February for crying out loud. But to see that is mind-boggling.
All right, so folks, this brings us to our Storm Center question of the day. What has been the most memorable winter storm for you, and how did you get through it? We've been getting your responses and sharing them all day long. And let's actually go to a response from Melody. Melody says, we lived in Peru, Indiana when there was a blizzard in the winter of 1977. Dad worked on an Air Force base, no windbreakers, so there was almost 5 feet of snow on top of the car. He made it back and forth to work. I don't really know how that happened. He made it back and forth to work for over a week, but the rest of us were housebound. And I can only imagine, I'm sure you were housebound with all that snow on the ground there. And folks, we want to hear from you too. Tell us about your most memorable winter storm. What was it like? How much snow was there? How windy was it? Or how icy was it? Tweet us your experience. Videos and photos as well at Weather Channel on Twitter, also at Tevin Wooten, at Jackie Jarris, and at TWC Chris Warren. And you share them, we like to air them here on the Weather Channel. Chris.
Right now, if you're hoping for scenes like that, we're going to take a look right now at what the winter may have on the way for you, may have in store for you. So here are the winter months, December, January, and February. And the Climate Prediction Center showing that there actually could be a pattern that's more favorable for temperatures to be a little bit warmer than average across parts of the south, with a little bit cooler conditions to the north, getting into what could end up being a pretty typical La Nina season, La Nina year, I should say, and that would also, again, bring precipitation a little bit more to areas to the north. So with La Nina, one of the things that may be helping us out here across the U.S. is that the drought conditions may be improving. In fact, they already have improved considerably in the Pacific Northwest. However, you get into some of the areas that could end up staying drier longer, drought likely to persist. But of course, we're also seeing some of the issues that comes with some of that drought relief, and that is all of the rain and the flooding that is ongoing in the Pacific Northwest right now, with major flooding and even record flooding for some streams and rivers.
'Twas the holiday season and joy filled the town, except for Scrooge, with his permanent